In this video, we will see a typical day at Daguan You'er-Yuan, or kindergarten, in Kunming, China. This video was shot in 2002. This was our return visit to Daguan. 17 years earlier, we made a video there for the original Preschool in Three Cultures study. In the original study, out of concern with the political climate of the time, we called the preschool by a pseudonym, Dongfang. In this video, we will see scenes of children arriving and being checked by the school nurse, meals, trips to the bathroom, visits to the art, gym, music, and block rooms, and departure. For the sake of comparison, we will also see some scenes from the 1985 Daguan video. Daguan Kindergarten is on a busy street in Kunming, the capital city of Yunnan province. The kindergarten is open from 7:30 in the morning until 6:30 at night. The old Daguan preschool was housed on the grounds of a crumbling estate in a series of rambling, cement-floored, one-story brick buildings that had no running water. In 1998, the kindergarten moved into a newly constructed 5-story building. It's 7:30 in the morning and parents have begun dropping their children off at school. As in 1985, at Daguan, as in other Chinese preschools, the school nurses check each student's health. At Daguan, as at most Chinese preschools, hot meals are provided to the children throughout the day. Zhang Laoshu, or Teacher Zhang, has been working at Daguan for more than 20 years. After snack, the children go to the bathrooms next door. In the 1985 video, we see a group visit to the toilet. Many teachers in Japan and the US who watched the old video were disturbed by the toilet scene, criticizing the poor conditions and the regimentation they saw in the practice of having all of the children squat down at once. At Daguan, as in many urban Chinese preschools, over the past 20 years the toilets have changed dramatically, reflecting China's modernization and changing notions of the body and privacy. At Daguan, there are now separate bathrooms for the boys and girls. Director Shi of Daguan told us in 2004 that she was seeking funds from the government to install Western-style toilets to replace the troughs. Some Chinese educators who watched the old and new bathroom scenes at Daguan pointed out that something is lost as well as gained as toilets and other domains of Chinese life become less collective and more individualized. There are 35 children in the class, usually with one teacher, a student-teacher ratio typical for Chinese preschools. Here, Zhang Laoshu introduces an art activity. The children will dye paper in a traditional fabric dyeing style of the region.
你们手上的东西轻轻地放在桌子上。
Each day, the children and teachers at Daguan go outside for group calisthenics. When we asked about the purpose of the group exercise, Dong Laoshu explained, "This is an important daily event that gives a sense of pride in being a member of the group." We asked the teachers at Daguan if they thought group exercise and other whole group activities would eventually disappear, as the Chinese early childhood curriculum moves more and more toward child-initiated activities and free choice. Dong Laoshu answered, "We are promoting individuality, but at the same time, we still believe that a sense of collectivism needs to be instilled in children. So group activities, including group exercise, will continue." The class heads upstairs for gym. The whole 5th floor is set up as a gym, equipped with a set of sensory integration movement materials and structures developed by A. Jean Ayres, an American occupational therapist. Director Shi explained, "We are a large kindergarten in the city, but we have not established a special niche in the kindergarten business. This gym project, once completed, will give Daguan unique visibility." Here, Jie is frustrated and sulks when another boy takes a ball away from him. Zhang Laoshu explained Jie's difficulties in relating to other students and his frequent crying. Jie often gets picked on and bullied by other boys. I have made a special effort to talk about this with his mother, but it's difficult because Jie's parents are so busy with their growing business that they don't have enough time for their child. His parents usually send an employee to pick him up from school. In 1985, the biggest concern we heard from educators in China was spoiling by parents and grandparents. Now it is neglect. Zhang Laoshu asks a student teacher to take a girl who isn't feeling well to the nurse's office. Zhang Laoshu told us that she checks the children's foreheads for a fever several times a day to catch any illness as early as possible. During nap, the afternoon teacher, Dong Laoshu, has taken over control of the class from Zhang Laoshu, who spends the rest of the afternoon preparing for the next day. The class goes down to the music and dance room on the first floor. This song, in which children line up in a row to form a train, is very similar to a song the children did in the 1985 video. When we returned to Dagwon in 2002, we showed the old video to both the current and former directors and asked them how it felt to see themselves in their preschool a generation earlier. Director Shi, who was a young teacher in 1985, responded, "The old video is precious to us because it preserves our heartfelt memories, like the teacher's long, long pigtail. Where can you find that these days?" When we commented that watching the old videotape makes clear how much Dagwon has changed, the former directors disagreed, emphasizing the continuity they perceived between Dagwon then and now. Director Wong, now in her 80s, told us, "In the old days our teachers were so diligent and conscientious. The whole staff did everything together to make this preschool a great place for children. I can see that the younger teachers have kept the spirit of diligence and conscience. That, I would say, has not changed." Block play at Dagwon in 1985 was very different, as we described in the old Dagwon video. The children are told to sit at their desks. Once they are seated, the teachers distribute wooden parquetry blocks to each child. The blocks come in a small box, which also contains pictures of several structures that can be made with them. The teacher says to the students, "We all know how to build with blocks, right? Just pay attention to the picture of the building and build it. When we play games like this, we must use our minds, right? Once you are done, raise your hand and one of us will come by and check to make sure you've done it correctly. Begin. Do your best. Build according to order." The change in mood and tone between the 1985 and 2002 Dagwon videos reflects the paradigm shift in Chinese early childhood education towards play-based teaching and learning, active learning, and respecting children. This point was made clear in Dong Laoshu's reflections on the block activity. Each child used to get a small box of blocks. A practice that we can see now limited their creativity and imagination. Children who played with the small blocks individually would miss out on the pleasure of sharing and cooperating with others. Now we have introduced the large blocks that afford an opportunity for children to play together and develop their creativity and imagination. The teacher's role in this new paradigm is to provide children with guidance, to join them in problem solving, and to share in the joy of their accomplishments.
声音。
It's 5:45. About half of the Daguan parents are lined up outside the gate waiting to pick up their children. The rest of the children stay at school for another 45 minutes to attend enrichment classes in English, dance, and the arts. These classes, which are fee-based, serve multiple functions. They bring in some extra income to the preschools, they allow parents to not have to rush from work to pick up their children, and they give children the chance to learn some new skills.